All right, everyone. Candace Owens is back with a series of tweets or X's. I don't even know what you call them now on X here. And she has some bombshell news for us, apparently. I'm going to read to you guys what she posted on her X account as well as her Instagram regarding the Charlie Kirk case. And I'm going to also show you guys some of the responses from other people. So she writes, I received information last night that put the final pieces together for me. I can now say with full confidence that I believe Charlie Kirk was betrayed by the leadership of Turning Point USA and some of the very people who eulogized him on stage. Yes, I will be naming names and providing evidence for my claims. And I am making a personal plea to every well-meaning person who donated to this godforsaken organization to a refund, to request a refund. You were lied to, and leadership knew. That tweet has, at this moment, 56,000 likes, 4,000 comments, and 10,000 reposts, 3 million views. Now, what was interesting is shortly after that, someone posted that Turning Point removed the refund policy section of their sites. I've been trying for 2 months, sent out 5 inquiries with no luck. Candace also retweeted this. And if they did this, this is just absolutely abominable for an organization to say no refunds, particularly a charitable organization. And unfortunately, they're starting to make Candace look a little bit sane and normal. Why would you, after Candace Owens says, hey, request a refund, why would you remove the refund policy from the section of your site? Why would you do that? Now, another interesting thing that happened was that Andrew Colvett tweeted, lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who act faithfully are his delight. And Candace Owens replied, you shall be hoisted by this scriptural petard. And here's the thing about Andrew Colvett. I hope and pray for his own sake that he is not quoting scripture with the same lips that permitted whomever to destroy Charlie Kirk. I pray for his own soul's sake that this is not the case. It's very possible that Andrew Colvett had nothing to do with this. It's very possible when she said these people eulogized him on stage, there are a ton of people who eulogized him on stage. It's very possible that one of the people in leadership didn't know, or some of them did not know. It's highly unlikely, but it's possible. So it's very possible that he's quoting this scripture, this Proverbs 12:22, because he genuinely thinks she's lying. But it's also possible that he is blessing and cursing with those same lips and is part of this scheme. What will be interesting is who Candace decides to name. Notice that she said leadership, and at the time, Erica Kirk was not in leadership. People are really waiting and hoping that she says something about Erica Kirk, and I just don't see that happening, you guys. I'm so sorry, I don't see it happening. I think even if Erica Kirk is involved, which I know a lot of people think she is, it's too fresh, it's too new, she would have to have volumes upon volumes of evidence to prove that, even if it's an inkling of hers. But I do think that if Candace says that she has real, genuine proof that leadership betrayed Charlie, that she has it. And what will be interesting is to see which people, you know, pointed out, which people have done this. Now, here's what I think is interesting, and here's why I'm starting to believe that at the very least, something is amiss with this leadership. Number one, since Charlie Kirk's death, all they have really done is promoted the support of Israel. They've had people go on stage, and instead of talking about the gospel, instead of talking about politics, they're bashing Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. This is something that Charlie probably would have never done. And so I do think it's demonstrative of the kind of people that were in office. And what it's showing me is that Charlie actually kept a lid on all of their evil. Now, they want to call Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson evil, and you can do that if you'd like. But is it not evil that you would use a TPUSA faith event to, instead of preach the gospel, instead of just share the gospel of Jesus Christ, to bash Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. That's your speech. Your speech is about us supporting another nation instead of sharing with people the very thing that will save their soul. That to me is problematic, and that to me is demonstrative of the kind of people that are now in office. And if those people are in fact the people that were surrounding Charlie, I have questions, I have concerns, there's problems here. Do I think the amazing Maggie McCoy is involved in this? I do. If there is in fact evidence that someone in leadership or people in leadership did in fact um, betray Charlie, I believe that the amazing Maggie McCoy will be one of them. The way he squirms in his seat when he's talking drives me insane. I do believe that the amazing Michael McCoy will be one of the people that she mentions. I think his father will be one of the people that she mentions. I know people are like Frank Turk. I don't think Frank Turk is involved in this. I've got to be honest with you guys. I just haven't seen enough evidence of him um, of him lying, to be honest. That's what it is he hasn't lied enough for me to go, oh, he's covering something up. However, the fact that they let some random quote unquote board member go on the Patrick Bet David podcast and lie about Candace tells me that the current leadership is at the very least shady, shisty, and without morality. At the very least. And then you throw on top of that the no refunds, you throw on top of that them begging for money, you throw on top of that their TPUSA events being not about faith at all. We have a problem. So it will be very, very interesting. The last thing I want to talk about are these text messages um, from Project Veritas. Now, again, we do not know if these are real. I know people are like Project Veritas, it's verified XYZ, but here is what the text message said. Apparently, this is a text from a number linked to Armstrong Williams. And so this is what it says. Do you think I didn't notice you handed your text messages about Candace over to Veritas? You're being far too brazen. I know you're without a lawyer. How on earth do you think pulling a stunt like that helps you? You'd better remember every single day that you're only alive because of me and that you were never extradited because of me as well. The next time I see any of your messages leaked to Veritas, things are going to change. Barr is already running out of patience with your behavior. Be careful. Is Candace paying for security these days? Because if she isn't, she really ought to be. And now that you're on her team and act like the two of you are thick as thieves, you can pass along these messages for me. Things won't end up well for either of you if this nonsense keeps up. Just take a good hard look at what happened with Kirk and maybe you'll think twice. If these text messages are indeed true and real, we are dealing with a nation that is sick. We are dealing with people that we never thought we were dealing with. We are dealing with leadership who need to be taken down, who need to be destroyed. This kind of conspiracy to kill people who disagree with you is anti-American. And I think if this in fact is true, America will have to wake up and face the reality that we are not run by our president. As much as we want to hate President Trump and hate President Biden and hate President Obama and hate President Bush, we are not run by the president. We are run by the people who decide what you can say, what you cannot say, who to silence, and who to keep alive. This is absolutely terrifying and scary. And the American people should be mortified if this is in fact true. So just like you guys, I will be waiting for Candace's update. I hope she exposes this all in her show today, but she may wait until tomorrow or Thursday to do it. And I'm also praying for her. Number one, I'm praying for her salvation. I really hope that she'll be an amazing soldier for the Lord. And so I'm praying for her salvation. But I'm also praying for her safety. And I'm praying for the safety of those around her, because what we do know about people who are evil is that they may not kill Candace, but they will attack people who are around her. They may say, okay, well, let's find her, her security guy. Let's find, her producer. Let's find her editor. And yeah, this is how these people function. So I'm praying for all those who are involved. And may all that is true be revealed. You guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.